joined by the beautiful Dr. Esi Yalley. Doctor, you're welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
First things first. For someone who may not know you, how would you introduce yourself?
Okay, so I am Emanuela Esi Yalley. Most people know me as Ella, but on my socials I go by Esi Yalley. I am 25 years old. Currently doing my specialization in general surgery. I have an MBA, and the first of 2 kids in a family of 4. So that's basically me. I'm very friendly to an extent, like with boundaries and all. And yeah, I just think I am a very welcoming person. So that's basically what I have to say about myself.
Nice. Was it last summer when you graduated and you said mastered at 24?
Yeah.
Congratulations. I like that one. I like it. Okay, and so let's talk about A1 Fitness. I've liked the brand. I liked the other photo shoot you did with some of my friends.
Okay.
I like the way they feel of it, especially the gents compartment. So tell me, what is AI Fitness and why did you start it?
Okay, so EY Fitness, from the name, is a fitness brand, but the EY stands for Esi Yalley. Yeah, so it's more like Esi Yalley Fitness. I have always been a fitness enthusiast. Since 2021, I got into the gym. It was firstly for my mental health, but as time went on, it became a lifestyle. It became some sort of addiction, because not only did it like help me mentally, but also physically I could see the changes. And so I've always being someone that has put fitness as a priority in my life. And growing up, I had always wanted to own something. I had always wanted my name to be on something. And so I was like, there was this one time I was discussing with a friend about how I wanted to, do something that had to do with fitness. At first, I wanted to just record myself in the gym and stuff like that, because not only did I want other people to see me, but it was also for accountability for myself. Because going to the gym sometimes, if you lose the will, especially when you get things coming up, you get busy, it was so quick to not go to the gym. So sometimes putting this out there kind of gives you accountability. Like, people are watching, people are looking for something to feed them. So it motivates you to go to the gym more. And then late last year, I was like, I want to own a brand. I've always wanted to own a brand since 2022, but I just didn't know what kind of brand I wanted. Was it a clothing brand? Was it what? So I was like, I'm into fitness. I have to do something that I actually can relate to. And I could see there were lots of gaps in the fitness sector. So I wanted to rectify that. I always want to stand out. So I decided that, okay, let me start a fitness brand. It was all jokes until I spoke to one person who is a software developer about getting a logo and stuff like that. I paid the money. I couldn't believe I paid the money, because it was a substantial amount of money that at the time I wouldn't just give out. But yeah, lawyers and everything, I'm like, okay, we're doing this one time. So that was when, after the logo came out, then we had to continue. I started going to factories to check out materials, tell them what I wanted. And then before we know it, it was out there. It was going viral. Initially, I just wanted it to be between China and Ghana, but people abroad in other countries were equally interested. So I decided to just do it a global thing. And so far, it's been going well by God's grace. I'm just very overwhelmed and very grateful. Yeah. And it's a very all-inclusive brand. It has other things that we'll be bringing out very soon. Y'all should just watch us, okay? This is just the beginning of a whole lot to come.
Nice. So you talked about gaps. What gaps did you find? What's missing? If I go to maybe a shop or maybe Taobao and buy a fitness thing, what's missing? What did you see?
Okay, let's first of all talk about like inclusivity. I have noticed that most gym wears cater to a particular group of people. Let me say it caters to people that are from skinny to medium size. It doesn't really include the plus size people. That is one. So I am trying to create awareness that um, I'm trying to create awareness on body positivity and the fact that no matter your body size, you can still slay in the gym, first of all. And secondly, we have a collection for our Islamic sisters because we know very well that they can't just wear anything. I, for one, can wear an open back to the gym, but their religion doesn't permit that. So
Mm-hmm.
why are we making gym wears that a fellow Muslim cannot wear? Because I actually saw a video of a Muslim woman. She was literally like improvising in the gym just so that she keeps her Islamic values and still works out. I'm like, now we have to also make them comfortable in the gym. So we came up, I because I don't have a team yet, I came up with ideas on how to make different fits that would, cater for different categories. We have our plus size categories. We have our very skinny category. If you're medium size, you have your category. If you are a Muslim lady as well, you have your category with us. So, like, no matter who you are, if you come to EY Fitness, you would find something for yourself. That is one. And secondly, let's talk style and fashion. I love fashion, okay? You don't want to just wear anything to the gym just like that. Not everybody likes to, wear normal clothes and go change at the gym. Some people want to wear their gym wears from home to the gym. And
Yeah.
I watched a video on Instagram where these young girls were wearing yoga pants that were not very like they were not very appropriate. They just looked obviously for the gym, but they were wearing it in the mall, and it was just embarrassing. So I was like, why don't we get something that is classy? You could actually wear it to the airport, but at the same time, it would serve the purpose of the gym. So, like, let's bring fashion into the gym. And that is why our motto is lift and slay. So, you're lifting the metals,
And
but
this
you're
way.
slaying at the same time. You get it? Yeah.
Wow.
So, for EY Fitness, if you look at our designs, it's like very fashionable. You can actually wear it elsewhere, and we have so many more designs that we are bringing out. Like we're constantly sorting out for designs and materials. Yes, the next thing we have people that have sensitive skins, right? So the quality of the materials that we use are very friendly to every skin type, even the most sensitive skin
Mm.
type, and it also absorbs sweat. So you can use it in summer, you can use it in winter. Like it is just good for every season. You understand? Yeah. So these are things that I feel like most gym wears or gym brands have or fitness brands have not like put much considerations into. Some have, but most haven't. And I'm trying to like, put everything because you want to stand out. So I'm trying to put everything there so that at least you can just wear your gym wear nicely, go to the mall, get a few stuff, and then go straightly to the gym. Or maybe you're not really a gym person, but you like the design. You will definitely get it and wear it to the airport. The same way people wear tracksuits to the airport, there are some gym wears that you can wear to the airport. And at the same time, they are like the seams, they are made in such a way that parts where you would exert more pressure, like when you do your squats, so the inner thighs and other places are very strongly sewn. So you don't have to worry about ripping your pants while in the gym. Yeah, these are things that we tried very well to, work on. Yeah. You should try our worst. You would really be
Sure, sure,
impressed.
sure, sure, sure. Count me in, count me in. I'm impressed. Like, how does
Mm.
someone do all that alone without a team? Like, how?
Okay, I think first of all, let's thank God. for the brains. And secondly, it's just part of being an overthinker. An overthinker is always thinking of something. It's not always a bad thing to be an overthinker, you know. I am someone that pays attention to details, and I'm a very observant person. Before I go into something, I think about it 10 times, 100 times. And I also have conversations with people. So I get bits and pieces of my ideas from people without them knowing. So I could possibly ask, what do you think about this? Like, if you go to the gym wearing something like this, would you like it? They would say more. Try to listen to what people say. And I also sought advice from my dad, my brother, because my brother is like a gym guru, like he's just a gym rat. And then I talk to other people older than me to get their ideas. This is what I want to do. What do you think about it? Do you think this style is good? And even before I bring a style out to the market, I get a sample, I try it on, put it on social media. Would you wear this? You would see the reactions of people and you would know that this should go on the market. So these are ways that I am able to come up with certain designs. And also my factory, they are very good, they are very supportive. They also bring ideas. Okay, so this client of ours ordered for this. You think this style is something that you would like? So yeah, these are, I think I get help. I don't have an active team, but indirectly I have a team. Yeah.
Nice, nice, amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. And did you expect your brand to explode and shoot in this short time? Did you
Honestly
expect?
speaking, I never I never expected it. I was really skeptical in the beginning. So I was like, I nearly didn't do it. I was like, I want to do it, but what if? What if it doesn't? So I was discussing with someone, and the person was like, you will never know until you do it. And I'm a very strong believer in prayer and God and all that. So before I even came out, I prayed to God about it. Like, do something, let it blow, you know. And I'm still actively praying about it. Like, I want more, you know. I'm a very ambitious person. So I came to realize that there is no harm in trying. Just do it. What's the worst thing that could happen? At least you tried. It's better than not doing anything. And so far, I love the support. I love how people are patronizing us. People that I didn't know knew me are actually promoting the content, actually, more than people that I know. And I find it very heartwarming. I am very grateful to everyone that has one way or another promoted the brand. We're hoping for better things to come. And
Yeah,
y'all will see us very soon. I'm very positive and I have hope, I have faith that everything is going to go very well for us.
nice, nice. You know,
Yeah.
usually when I see entrepreneurs starting, I always ask them, you're starting here in China. Do you have plans of expanding to Africa?
We've already expanded. It's just not showing.
Really?
But yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
we ship globally right now because I am in China. I ship from here to China to other countries, right? But we are looking at putting together a team because I'm one person. I can't do it all together, like all by myself. I mean, I can't do it all by myself. But we're looking to put together different people from different parts of the country, trying to connect with people here who know people back home that can help with distributing our product. Yeah, and since I have already made the connection here, regardless of whether I would be in China or not in the near future, it's still going to go on because
Yeah,
what the factory has to do is to produce it. And then I have a warehouse back in Ghana. So mostly when we do the mass production, that is where it goes. So when it comes to deliveries in Africa, it could be done either from Ghana or from here. But since I am here, I usually try to do it. And with the ones in China, I personally talk to the warehouse. This is the requirement. But before you send to the person, send to me first. I
yeah.
want to inspect. And when I'm done inspecting and I feel like it is good, I just send it to the person. So yeah, we have wild plans. It's gonna go on regardless of whether or not we're in China.
Nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice. But there's this question, like your brand has expanded, it's growing. how do you cope with the pressure to keep up? Because obviously, like it or not, you've shown people the way. There's
Yeah.
someone who may come like 2 to 3 years and will become your competitor, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe your clientele may increase.
Yeah.
Do you feel the pressure when you're working? Like you have to
Mm-hmm.
keep up at 100%,
Yeah.
you shouldn't drop.
Yeah. So with that, I think I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to put together a team because I have gotten to a point where I feel like I need the assistance. Initially, I didn't think it would go that
Yeah,
far, so I thought it would be a one person kind of thing. Maybe it would be on a need to get basis. Oh, can I get your word? Then I'll get it. But now I think I'm talking to some people back home that are going to be doing the sales back home, so that I don't have to handle the sales back home. And I already have like a camera set in my warehouse and everything, so I can see whatever is going on from here. And we have a good financial system as well. I told you I have an MBA, and my dad is also like doing his part. My family is supporting as well. But when it comes to the employees, I am trying to employ people outside the family, because you can't mix business and pleasure and stuff like that.
yeah.
Yeah. So currently, I am interviewing people. I'm trying to recruit one or two people that I can pay to help with distribution, and yeah. So with time, I think I would get people to help me out. I can't do it all by myself.
Nice, nice. Wow, amazing. You're really impressive, Combs, and I'm
Thank
happy for
you.
you. I'm really, really happy for you.
Thank you.
It's Women's Month. You're a female entrepreneur making waves here in China. Um, do you see that as a challenge, or do you see that as something you embrace?
I see that as an achievement and a blessing, because, like, in this world or this current generation where women feel the need to depend, not even depend, but they feel like, okay, once I'm pretty, I can get everything going for me
Yeah,
and stuff like that. I feel like I'm changing the status quo. I am doing me. I don't need to wait for somebody before I move. I don't need to wait for someone before I get what I want, and then it makes me happy. I attract or command the respect that I deserve, because I'm not in anyone's pocket. And whenever you spend what you suffer to make, you feel this kind of fulfillment. And right now, I feel fulfilled. I'm not up there, but I also feel like no one would just walk up to me to just like say anything without thinking twice. You understand? So it boosts my self esteem, and it also makes me feel like I have made home proud. It makes me feel like I have made home proud. And I think it is an advantage, because if you're a girl, you're in your prime, you actually attract customers, especially the male customers, because everybody's trying to be like, oh, hey, how are you doing? How do I get to this person? Let me try to purchase, right? So
yeah.
I think being a female is actually helping with my business some way, somehow. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Let's talk to how I first got to know you.
Okay.
I would see your modeling career.
Yeah.
There's that photo shoot you did in black that was so good.
Okay.
Um, tell me about your modeling career. Is it a passion to you, or you just ran to it?
Okay. So with modeling, I think it was just people's opinion of me that made me a model.
Uh-huh.
Whenever I would meet someone, whether a Chinese or a black person, they would be like, "Are you a model?" So in 2019, I went to the UK, and then there was this lady that was like actively like looking at me, and I think at a point she just had to walk up to me and she's like, "Are you a model?" I'm like, "No." So it kind of became a thing, like I feel like I should make something out of this, because maybe I have the potential. But I still didn't even know that it was possible until I met a guy in China, and he was like, "Oh, you could model. There are ways to do that. You could, take pictures, create a modeling card, we send to agents and stuff like that." So I was like, okay, let's try that then. Then I did that. it was going very well. I started getting collabs from different photographers. I got a gig with different agents. And I feel like with the modeling agency in China, they are not as open minded as abroad because I had issues of skin tone. I had issues of it's either you are too skinny or you're too busty or you're just not plus enough. But at a point, it just became, oh, we need wide clients, we need wide models and stuff like that. And so it got to a point where it was literally affecting my self-esteem because it made me keep wondering, am I not pretty enough? Am I not good enough? And then it's like, no, girl, it's not really you. They have this mentality. If you are black, you have to be really endowed in a way like you have plus size, with big endowments, like you're really well endowed. Or if you're skinny, you have to be extremely skinny. So I realized it was just a gap, like they are very shallow in a way. So it just takes you getting the right agent and the right company to work with, and you are good. And I think the modeling business in China is quite lucrative. If you get gigs, it is quite lucrative. It is not a permanent thing. For some, it is. For some, they have permanent contract. For others, it's just an on and off. But it is fun. It is fun being in front of the cameras. It's just nice. It's a very nice feeling. Yeah.
Well, it's sad to know that there's a lot of stereotype in modeling.
Oh yeah, there are.
So, wow. How do I say it? Like, do you think like it's better for someone to find modeling gigs outside China for them to really flourish? China is not the market yet.
Yeah, I think for modeling outside is way better. Outside, and when I mean outside, I don't mean back in Africa, because back in Africa I heard it doesn't really pay well. But when you go to all these European countries, you go to America, they have this sense of inclusivity. So it wouldn't really matter as long as you've got the qualities. Okay, you have the facial features, or you have the pose, you have the aura, they are going to take you because they would want plus size. They would want someone of the medium, size, someone who is skinny as well, so that they can show their product or their what's it called? It could be clothes. They could even show how good of a photographer they are by showing different bodies, different skin tones, and stuff like that. So for them, they are more open to
Yeah.
different body types, different races. So I think yes, yes, the chances are way better outside than here. Without withstanding, it's still good here. It's still
Mm.
good here. If you get a good gig, you are gonna make money. Yeah, but sometimes to even get there may be a struggle. But once you're there, trust me, you're good. You're gonna enjoy.
Okay. Okay. One thing I admire about you, you're a doctor, you're an entrepreneur, you're modeling, and now you're also a content creator. Like,
Yeah.
how do you juggle all these things?
Okay, so for the content creation, especially for my YouTube, I took a pause for some time for school purposes. I'm thinking of resuming later this year, but YouTube started as a psychotherapy. I was just in a very lonely place. I There was a point when I was doing my internship back in my bachelor's time that all my friends had gone home. It was after COVID. We were still in the COVID season, 2021 to 2022, and that was actually when I got into the gym. And I felt like I am that one person, as I said, I overthink to the point where I talk to my mirror. Yeah, that is how much. So I'm like, you talk to your mirror, and sometimes when you post things on like your stories or your Snapchat, people are like, you should be a YouTuber because I literally explain extensively. I would
Mm.
literally show you my day, or I would talk extensively on a topic, and it's like, I would definitely subscribe to hear you talk. So I was like, okay, let me do this. So I was just doing it for the company, just to keep me busy aside hospital. I would have something else to do. So that was what I was doing. I didn't care for the numbers, I didn't care for the follows, I didn't even push my content that much, but it still
Yeah.
got some people to recognize it. And so when I got busy, I just didn't make time for it. Yeah, but now I have different ideas. I want to use my standing in the medical field to make a difference. So I am going to rebrand my YouTube page. I'm going to talk more of medicine. I'm going to start a podcast with like my fellow medical doctors. We may talk about conditions. Not only that, we will talk about stuff regarding social life as well. But we would also try to, create awareness on certain diseases and social public health standings as well. So yeah, when you grow you think differently. When I was younger it was more like, hey, welcome to my channel, today I'm going here. But
Yeah,
now, like,
yeah,
how is that impacting somebody's life? I want
yeah.
to be a woman that impacts someone's life. So whatever I'm putting out there should make a difference one way or another. It's either you learn something from it or you unlearn something from it. You understand? Yeah. So
Wow.
pretty soon, maybe I'm still working on some things. I'm still in a very busy aspect of my life, but maybe later this year, I should rebrand my channel and start bringing content out.
Ah, the way you're talking is like you want to join politics. Should we see you? Should I expect you in politics the next 20 years?
And no, no, I don't really like politics.
Because you're very passionate about society. So you've talking something about their mental health and everything. Let's say for someone who's introverted and doesn't have a social network like friends, would you advocate gym as therapy for them?
I would advocate gym as therapy for every single individual, whether you are introverted or extroverted. But if you're somebody that is introverted, definitely you should listen to good music, you should read positive books, and you should go to the gym. Especially when you do cardio, anything that makes you pant releases endorphins and it releases epinephrine, and this actually boosts your immune, like it boosts your mood. They are mood stabilizers. Dopamine is released. So it actually puts you in a great state of mind. You're just active. You feel very positive about yourself. So actually, working out is therapeutic in a lot of ways. Initially, you would just maybe be doing it for the fact that, okay, you want to stay sane. If you want to stay sane, do more cardio. Just allow yourself to sweat it out. It's good. But as time goes on, you would want more. Once you see the changes in your body, you wouldn't want to stop. And it's very addictive. Yeah. So, yeah,
So,
I recommend it for everyone.
so as a doctor, you wouldn't recommend crying it out.
You can cry it out in the gym. You can literally cry it out
Really?
on the treadmill.
Really?
Seriously. Yes. You can do that. You can even you can say whatever you want to say while you're doing your reps, and it's really good. Like, a lot of people do different things at the gym. Like, it's really therapeutic.
Okay. Um, one of my last questions to you would be, okay, you have a clothing brand that's excelling. You've been here, you're a doctor. What would be your advice to, let's say, a youth listening in right now from your experiences?
Okay, so if you are a youth listening to me today, your life is yours. You write your story. Don't make anyone write it for you. If asking you to do a course that you feel in your heart that you don't want to do, don't do it, because in the end, that is what you are going to end up with for life. So do you, and do not care about the societal norms. Playing by the rules all the time doesn't really work. I'm not saying be stubborn. I mean, be stubborn in a very reasonable way. Like, growing up, I was told that as a lady, there are certain limits to you. You don't um just getting your bachelor's is okay as a lady doctor. You don't really have to go further and stuff like that. But now I look back and I realized if I had listened to that and kept that mentality, I might not have achieved what I have achieved today. And like whenever you have something on your heart, as long as it is legal and you've got a good intent behind it, do it. Just try it. Don't keep it in you, because what is the worst that could happen? That it doesn't work out, but at least you tried. Because what if it does? Yeah. And please, for my ladies, yes, you can fall in love, but do not depend solely on a man. Do not let your life's trajectory be based on a man, because these men that you may be dating in the beginning, you're a teenager from high school, you may not marry them, okay? So be very conscious of whatever you do as a young person, because whatever decision you make now is going to determine the kind of future you're going to have. So have your fun, but be wise. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
I've liked the last advice. I've liked it. So my last question to you would be, what makes you a proud African? And tell me more about Ghana. Your independence was last week.
Yeah, sit much. Okay, so Ghana. Well, I left Ghana at the age of 17. I can't really say much about Ghana because I wouldn't say I grew up very much in Ghana. I'm well traveled, but one thing I can't say about my country is that we are very hospitable people and we are also very religiously inclined. Whatever we do, God will come first some way, somehow. And we are, I think, comparing to other countries, we are the most polite people. A Ghanaian will say please in everything. Hello, please. How are you doing, please? We are naturally caring, and we are empathetic in a way. We are very empathetic. A Ghanaian would not see you suffer and pass by, and that is what I like. And we are very peaceful people. I don't think you've heard any scandal about Ghana. Like, we are very peaceful people. We take peace as a priority. Even when you see the Ghanaian guys and girls outside, they carry themselves very well. You're not going to hear them in any form of scandal and stuff like that. And that is one thing I love and I'm proud of as a Ghanaian. As an African, I like the fact that we are the most versatile people. We fit in every aspect of life. If you put us in a hot condition, we are going to survive. If you put us in a cold condition, we are going to survive as well. And we are very tenacious. We are very hardworking. And I am proud that I also, um, inherited that feature as an African, because it actually makes you better. In all these developed countries, the people that are making strides and actually making money are the Africans, because they're taking every opportunity. And I'm proud of every African out there that is hustling to make it work, because people have the resources, they have the money, they have the opportunities, but they are not using it. And then we go and then we get it. And that is why, to an extent, we are not really liked very much. And not to talk about the fact that that skin pops more than any other skin. So, yeah.
Thank you.